Hey, Shalom Akim, this is Brother Tyler Powell back with another lesson. And of course, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim out there doing the work of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in truth, faith, and in sincerity. So last week I did a video dealing with this lovely young lady who you see here on your screen. And well, I received a strike on the video. And I know it's just because somebody hating, mocking, and scoffing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which is the very reason why this world needs to and will be destroyed. You understand? Because here it is, and I have this put up here for a reason, just to show what one of the things I've been saying, as well as other brothers, you know, and especially concerning all women. They can engage in all type of sinister and disgusting behavior, and will nothing happen to them. But as soon as you speak on it, you know, you get ridiculed and mocked and scoffed and talked about. You get a target placed on your back just for pointing out the atrocious and ratchet behavior that all women engage in, or any, you know, in this case, the woman, but anyone that's wicked. Because as the scripture says, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, right? According to Job 9:24. So we'll just kick it off right there. Going to the book of Job. All right. Here we go. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? So the point is that the wicked are going to protect their own. You know, in this world being wicked, which is why the scripture tells us to love not the world. It's talking about this world. It is given into the hand of the wicked, and they are going to protect their own. You know, which is why when you go to, let's see here. Right, Daniel chapter 10, Salakia. When you go to Daniel chapter 12, verse 10, it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. See, the wicked is going to do wickedly, because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So those who run this particular world, this particular kingdom, they make wickedness okay. They make it the norm, so that you can engage in it and think you're okay in your homosexual behavior, in your ratchet behavior, you know, in your perverted, twisted mindset. You think that you're okay because Esau has set up a world of wickedness. So you just blend in and you go along, you know, with your wicked life until judgment comes, and then, you know, you're sitting there dumbfounded and confused and confounded because, you know, you fell for the deceit. You don't know why you're being judged. You don't know why the Most High is bringing death and destruction upon you. You don't know why you're catching all the hell that you're catching. But yeah, this is the thing that the scriptures say, the wicked shall do wickedly, just like whoever flagged the video doing wickedly, and I guarantee you they thought they was doing something good. Because how dare I make a video pointing out the atrocious behavior of all black women? How dare I? And you see her in the title of this video, and again, if I didn't mention it, I'm gonna mention it now. I'm just posting this picture, and it this video here may get flagged. But oh well, you know, hey, we got to call it like it is. But the name of this video is Woman Celebrates the State Taking Her 7 Kids Away. And I'm putting this just to show it's still up on YouTube. I get a strike for talking about her video, which, you know, I wasn't that derogative. I made it as educational and informative as possible. And yeah, there may have been a few cuss words in there, but throughout her entire video is nothing but vulgar, profane, and I mean this in the very sense of the word when I say vulgar and profane, and just foul language throughout the entire video. But her videos gets to stay on YouTube. Somebody decided that my video didn't belong on YouTube. Although, you had brothers left and right coming on the video, bigging it up, just saying, hey, good lesson, or just agreeing with the message that I presented in that lesson. We're just talking about really I was going into how the woman is not responsible and unaccountable, and she really hates herself. This woman, whether the video was true or not, some people say it was a fake. But the point is, you do have women out there. Even if she was playing or faking, you have women out there who hate their kids, and that comes from a self-hatred. This is why these women crave such attention, because they have to constantly be reminded by others, for lack of a better word, that they are wanted, that they are special. So this is why they stay on social media half naked, showing their ass, because they need that attention, because deep down inside, their self-esteem and their self-worth is below, is in the negative, below zero. And they need these things to feel like, somebody. This is the nature of a woman. This is the nature of a woman. But anyway, let's see. What I want to do is go here to, we'll start here in Amos. This is Amos chapter 5, and start at verse 7. So Amos chapter 5, verse 7, it says, ye who turn judgment to wormwood and leave off righteousness in the earth. Yeah. In this particular case, you wicked ass Israelites. You turn the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai into wormwood or bitterness. It is bitter unto you. So whoever saw fit to complain, it's because they heard the words of the Most High. That was his judgment coming from his words in the Bible that I was bringing out in light of this wicked behavior. And so somebody got offended. Somebody, and I'm sure it was more than one person, but someone got offended and decided to have my video struck. And that's usually the way it goes. But that's what they don't understand is what I'm speaking is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And you can try to strike the videos all you want, but you will deal with his judgment face to face. Face to face, and you're going to have to answer as to why you rejected his word. So now I'm going to jump down to verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuke it in the gate. Right, because what is it? Who going to be at the gates? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Why? Let's go here to Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 18. It says, judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates. Did you get that? Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates. This is what the brethren, the Achion that you see out there on the highways and byways when they was prophesying, getting it in, on the street corners. Now, for the most part, brothers are hitting them, hitting them more secluded places. But them brothers you used to see out there, those were the gates. Where you saw them at, those were the gates, and those brothers were the judges and the officers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, speaking his judgment. That's why at Great Millstone we stick to this word. But it said, judges and officers shall thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy power giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment. So we had a right to judge our people as long as it's with just judgment, bringing balance, equity, and understanding to the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is what I did. The video was sickening, but it lends credibility to Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, referring to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So there was a teaching point in it, and all the madness that was spoken and carried out in this video. There was a point to be made. There are really points. There are several points that can be pointed out from the wickedness of our people. But right, the judges and the officers are in the gate. That's why they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, because he that is in the gate judges. And Israel hate that. That's what they told Moses. Or thou my how did they put it? Thou ruler of Israel? When Moses was trying to settle a dispute between his people. You know, Jake hates that. Jake despises dominion. And with dominion comes order. Jake despises order. You know, and I'm talking about the men. So just imagine how much more so the women. So they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And that's every brother, and that's why pages are being taken down. And all brothers are doing, pointing out the atrocities, you know, and bring certain situations to light that you gonna need going forward, as touching coronavirus, as touching the economy, as touching geopolitical matters and things, you know, current events of right now in real time. You know, we out there to give heed or to give warning. But whether you give heed or not, hey, this is really not my concern. That's up to the Most High. If you listen, good. Then, as the scriptures say, you may be a brother indeed. If thou hearest, I may have gained a brother. If not, hey, I see you on the other side, but you're going to be destroyed first, horribly destroyed. But yeah, that's the thing here. They hate him that speaketh uprightly. So again, one more time, Amos chapter 5, verse 10, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. So yeah, anytime, you know, like I said, brothers, entire pages are being shut down. This video cost me a strike, and now I can't upload to my video, to my Barbarian Rebel page, you know, which I'm definitely going to fight that, because how can you take my video down, which is speaking about a video that's still on YouTube? You know, and the thing about it is, like I said, the world is going to love its own. That's even in the scripture. The world's going to love its own, and the wicked are going to protect the wicked or look out for the wicked. But yeah, those of us who seek to do good and speak on behalf of righteousness and truth, as I said, we have a target on our backs. And they're looking to strike us down. And this is going to lead to, as I just stated in my previous video, a famine of the word. Now I'm going to jump down again. It says in verse 14, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. Because judges and officers are set up in the gate. It says, it may be that the Lord power of hosts will be gracious unto you, unto the remnant of Joseph. So yeah, and that's what we strive for, man. We need that grace. We need the Most High to be gracious unto us. That we understand what's coming. This world doesn't understand what's coming. But I want to go here and just to wrap this lesson up. And in the spirit of the last lesson, so to hell with these platforms, man, with their wicked agendas. All right, it says, man, I got to go to verse 7. Isaiah 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. It's like YouTube. It's an instrument that it started off, it was fairly unbiased. You can put the video up, you could talk about what you wanted to talk about, and shit, if people didn't like it, they would move on. It wasn't all this, YouTube community see that your video violates its guidelines and all of this. It wasn't all that when YouTube first started out. But now, they implemented these algorithms and all this, to search for the truth. Because what the main thing that they're honing in on to seek to destroy is the truth. They said, here this woman is still on YouTube. There's 3 or 4 videos. Well, at least 3 that I know for sure that are up. Just having free reign in all of its wickedness. But see, here we go. The instruments also of the churl are evil. And the churl of the elite, the wicked. When you go in the churl, or a churlish person, that's a niggard. That's a niggard. So you're dealing with Esau Edom. It said he devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Right. It's like this YouTube. Before Google bought YouTube out, like I said, they gave everybody a fair chance to speak. Now, they want to try to weed out, or as I say, target those who speak truth. So then what? You have all this BS, these lying words on YouTube, so that Jake can get caught up and led astray with this madness. Again, Isaiah 32, verse 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. And that's us. We the only ones speaking right. The body of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. It said, but the liberal devised liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. It said, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Now see, this woman here is a totally careless daughter. That's why she's celebrating her kids being taken away, because in her carelessness, she claimed that she couldn't take care of the kids, but it wasn't no point that she couldn't. She's so self-centered that she didn't want to take care of the children. But this is the almighty black woman, the strong and independent woman. You can't take care of the children that you brought into the world? That shows you a psycho. That shows you a psychotic. Because when did you figure that out? At the seventh child? No, you knew that from the first or second child that you didn't have no business having any more children. But you kept on having children because you were careless and you know that you could get these benefits and goodies from the state and that they keep your psychosis going. And I'm talking about Esau Edom in the state and these nonsense policies that they have, you know, that they support you mothers in all of your bad decisions and all of your uh, irresponsibility. You know, this state will support you. And anyone that calls you out or points the finger at you and all your unfitness, they'll be the ones that are ostracized and that are ridiculed. So going back to the verse, let me read that one from the top. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So, right, this is the mindset of all women. They live in careless and they are at ease. They are at ease. Let there be no mistakes about it. You know, she happy that her kids were taken away so she can go back to being at ease. In the video, she talking about, you know, making more bad decisions that the taxpayer is gonna have to end up taking care of, paying for. See, this is the madness, man. But this is why America is failing. This is why there is no remedy for what's going on. You have policies being implemented that are set to destroy economy, morals, and just decency altogether. There are policies in place that even destroy the very the very idea of logic. You know, Esau is taking away logic and reasoning from the earth, and he's doing a lot of it by policy. Like I said, that psychosis that's with her is been handed down through her children genetically and epigenetically, and they're gonna carry that trend, that sickness. If the Lord don't come back, but we know the Lord is coming back. And verse 10 says, many days and years ye shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So, right, that vintage, which is all of the benefits, the privileges, and all the good stuff that y'all have been enjoying is going to come to an end here in America. Even the fact that y'all can carry out wickedness and be protected by a wicked world, even that is going to be taken away from you. There'll be no more, you know, hiding behind society or hiding behind Esau's doctrines and philosophies. You're going to be out there butt naked and alone. This is why verse 11 says this, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, naked, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So yeah, this is the world that we live in. A totally, completely reprobate world. So I'm gonna cut it right there. The point I got across: wickedness is allowed to flourish, while righteousness is persecuted. So yeah, all praises again to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakakodah. Double honors unto